Understanding how to enter text, edit, and numbers are very important when it comes to Excel. It will allow you format in much easier way rather than making repeated mistakes that may take or waste your time. So in this short tutorial, we will learn how to enter text and also numbers in a proper way. Alright, let's take for example you are an Excel personal and you are selling laptop for example, and you want to attack the price of that laptop. It will be wrong for you to just put space and continue with the amount of the laptop. That will not be good at all. You may wonder why it may not be good option to do so. Alright, let me just increase this so everybody can see. You may wonder why this method, putting everything in the same cell, that is cell A1, may be a wrong idea, but we'll explain. Ideally, all text ought to be aligned left, whereas numbers or values of that nature aligned right. So it will be wise for you to have this separated from the other. To do that, you have to edit and separate the text from the numbers or the other value. Click on it. You could go to the formula bar, highlight it, you could cut it off and go to the second cell and place it there. This is better. If you notice, the numbers or the value are actually aligned to the right, whereas the text is aligned to the left. Let's reduce this so that we can understand it a little better. Do you notice it that the text is aligned to the left? If you notice, the numbers or the value or the amount is actually aligned to the right. So Excel automatically aligns them that way. As time progresses, we will learn why this is very important that you place each of them at the right place. Now we have already formatted one here. Let's go in here. This is my dad computer training shop. In the shop, it has laptop, desktop, and many other things. One beautiful thing about entering text is, if you have been entering this text, let us assume that I have this cell for today, and tomorrow I want to repeat that same item and maybe different cell. Anytime I enter the first letter of the text, you may likely want to complete the remaining one for me. Take for example, I'm coming to this cell, that is cell C12. In cell C12, let us assume that I want to put inverter again. As soon as I type I, if you notice, inverter is already there completing it for me. Let us assume that I have two items that start with I. Let's take for example internet. Okay, inverter and internet. You see, I already have the inverter. Let me edit this. To edit already type work, just double click on the cell. As you double click on the cells, it will allow you to either delete by using your backspace, depending on where your cursor is, or delete. Or you could as well come over here to the formula bar and edit or type. So let's, instead of putting inverter, let's put internet. All right. Now the question now is, how will it help when I type I? See what happened. If I type the first letter, it does not indicate anything. It's waiting for me to type something that is different from the other. I type in because inverter and internet are actually starting with IN. So it's still keeping me mute. But let me add V to it, see what happens. Once I add V, it automatically search for inverter. It says, okay, this cannot be internet any longer. It must be inverter. However, it does not decide for you. It's only suggesting for you. If it's okay, but you just simply press enter. And then that's perfect. So that is how beautiful Excel can be. It make your work much faster, easier. Now, as earlier mentioned, you could edit all this and more. To edit, as mentioned, double click anything. If you want to edit at the center, you can just delete or backspace and press enter, or you add or subtract. So it's very easy managing Excel when you understand well how to use it. Now let's take the second method, which is also very sweet and simple. Right click on the cell to which you want to repeat already typed work. When you right click, come to where you have pick from the drop down list. Click on it. It will drop all the already typed. Choose the one. If it's printer, you can say it's as simple as that. Well, this may not be true when it comes to the value. Can you see under value? It may not give you that when it's under value, but it can give you if there are text attached to the value. If there are text attached to the value, it can give you exactly that. You can see it here. So if you enjoyed the tutorial, let me say by your comment and subscribe, like, share the video. See you next time.